Actually, I started the show. The first thing that you would hear is tat, 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 tat.
In 1976, the Fort Walla Walla Amphitheater opened as part of the bicentennial push statewide for an arts festival. It was built specifically to house a production of Trails West, was written by Bill Gillig, who is a local Western writer. He wrote this epic sort of pageant play musical about Marcus and Narcissa Whitman and the Whitman Massacre. They built this place to house what they thought would be this musical that would continue to live on forever. Interest waned after 1977, and the audiences just didn't respond to it the way that they had hoped. So the production closed, and the space was left here. And it left a vacuum for this sort of entertainment. So in the early 1980s, some people came together from Whitman College and the community college and said, let us take over this space. Let us try to do semi-professional, community-engaged musical theater production and see how it goes.
B. Mortensen saw this space and talked to Pete Dietrich at the community college and really started what would be a new tradition of having a variety of plays out there from summer to summer.
That caught fire and became a huge success over the years. My first show at the Fort Walla Walla Amphitheater was The King and I in 1993.
In 1991, I auditioned for Annie, ended up falling in love with theater at 9 years old.
I really remember Annie probably most vividly as being like the show that really got me thinking about wanting to be a part of the amphitheater.
I was doing the part of Maggie Anderson in 1987 in Brigadoon.
I've done The Music Man and South Pacific and Fiddler on the Roof twice.
First one that I fully remember was when they did Grease. I mean, I was on the edge of my seat. I think we went and watched it a second or third time.
I've done a number of shows, and every one of them uniquely wonderful.
The Walla Walla Amphitheater, for approximately 4 decades, was a hub of entertainment. And people from all around the valley would come.
These shows were extremely popular and well attended, with some productions reaching over 12,000 people in a single season.
There was nothing like it. Here in Walla Walla, this was a place to be. This was something to look forward to in your summer.
I've traveled theaters all over the country, in multiple countries, and I haven't found anything that is quite like that. The biggest productions I've ever been in, the most exciting, with real horses and real, was right there in Walla Walla.
I remember telling my mom and my dad, I'm going to keep on doing this. I'm going to do this year after year after year after year. And it got to that time when auditions would have come around for the next season. And I had been bugging my mom, like, oh, when are we going to audition? When are we going to audition? And she was like, well, they're not doing it anymore.
I think my mom called me. There was obviously an article, I believe, in the Union Bulletin.
I think my younger brother is who first told me. And it was hard for him to even say the words. How could something so powerful, so beautiful, so moving, so impactful in that town just dissipate or go away?
The community college produced approximately 35 years of musical theater performances here in this space.
After the summer of 2014, the community college decided to go out of show business, if you will.
They left this space that they had shepherded, and it lay fallow for 12 years. So in 2021, when I moved back here with my family, I was at the Fort Walla Walla playground with my kids, and I walked up the hill and I looked through the chain link fence at the theater grounds, completely overtaken by nature and forgotten. And that made such a big impact on me. I put a social media post up, and the next thing I knew, there were hundreds of comments saying, please, please, you have to bring this back. And so I took up the challenge, and the rest is history.
When he approached me with the restoration project for the Walla Walla Summer Amphitheater, I was immediately involved.
We had brunch And we talked about the future and his ideas, and like the fact that he was going to be moving from Seattle back to Walla Walla, which was huge.
No city's in a position to run an arts venue. It takes an organization that can run and manage and maintain the venue in order to have it function successfully. And that's where Walla Walla Summer Theater was born.
There's an army of people all over New York that want that theater to happen.
When I heard that there was a group hoping to come rally the community around the amphitheater, I was like, I must be involved in everything this organization does.
The city put out a request for proposals for organizations who wanted to manage and lease the space. And we eventually won the contract and negotiated that contract for a 20-year lease.
I had gone off to California thinking that my time of theater here in Walla Walla was over. I got a call from my grandma. Did you know that the summer theater is opening back up again?
We were like, yes, it's gonna happen. And then of course we wanted to know everything about Tyson. We wanted to know who he was, how you know him, what does he do, where's he from, what's he do? And we're all of a sudden our mentality went into, how does this happen? How do we help? What can we do?
Then I had to step back and really confront what the scope of this project was going to entail. The seats were rotten, the stage was gone. There were trees literally growing up everywhere, including out of the cement seating bowl. It was going to be a significant amount of work, time, and money, but it is something that could be accomplished.
Storytelling, theater, dance are the oldest art forms in human history. What we're doing now in the theater mimics what we've been doing for thousands of years. And outside amphitheater is, to harken back to what we said before, is as close to the beginning of theater storytelling as it can get. Travel to Greece, you're in an amphitheater.
There's something magic that brings us all together under the true skylight and under the stars.
I have worked out here in wind. I have worked out here in thunder and lightning. But there's also a full moon sometimes during a performance of Fiddler on the Roof at just the right time. My heart belongs out here. This is home. I come out here all the time and stare at this space. It's not like, oh, will never be what it used to be. I don't want it to be what it used to be. I want it to be what it's gonna be.
I've never gotten to perform on that stage. I've never gotten to see anything out there. And I think it would be really special to be in, hopefully, the first show back out there. To step on the stage and have the stage lights on you.
I think the feeling of stepping on that stage and know that we brought something back that used to exist for so long, I think just the sheer privilege of that, super emotional.
There are people on Broadway that know this theater. There are people all over the industry that know this theater. And I think most of them love it like I do.
There's no reason why Walla Walla can't be a part of this and be a home and a hub and a creative outlet for someone even like me to come and work in Walla Walla.
This kind of professional summer theater model is not unique to Walla Walla. It's been proven to be successful in communities like this across the country. And if they have it, why don't we?
There's this 50-year legacy that exists in this space. So my appeal is simply be a part of something that's gonna raise the curtain for an entire new generation of performances, of artistry, of community conversation. It goes so much beyond just a show.
From its inception in 1976 to its closing, there was an incredible amount of community and stories and magical moments that people had in this community. Our greatest hope is that 50 years from now, that legacy will continue, and those stories on the stage and off in the community will continue to endure.
Join us in raising the curtain on the next act of the Fort Walla Walla Amphitheater.